Hey everyone, it's Skyla and we are back with two more lists. So this is the final week of years, just for now, and then next week we're doing something a little bit different. So yeah, so the years are going to be 1979 and 1988, and these 2 years were the most hardest for me to do because they're literally some of my favourites. Especially 88. Oh boy, I was like, there was some that I wanted in, but obviously when you do these top 10 lists you have to try your best to do the 10, but I managed to do 10 on both, so it's all good. Let me fix my hair. So let's do 79 first, because we're in for the good one here. So yeah, let's start with number 10. Yep, as always the book is here. So number 10 is Mad Max, stars Mel Gibson, and it's directed by George Miller. Or Millen. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Miller. So yeah. 9 is The Warriors. I know, Laurie Holt will love me because I've actually put this as in my list, and I have enjoyed The Warriors. I've only watched it like twice, but I just love it both times, and it stars Michael Beck, and it's directed by Walter Hill, but it's based on Sol Yurek's 1965 novel of the same name. So yeah. Number 8 is Caligula, and you be like, what the fuck has she got a Tinto Brass fucking movie in a fucking list? Anyway, this is my list, so yeah, I do like Tinto Brass's movies. He's very artistic and he's a little bit controversial, so yeah, Caligula is a bit out, it's mind-blowing. That's what I'm gonna describe this movie, is mind-blowing. Yeah. Stars Malcolm McDowell, Helen Mirren and Peter O'Toole. Yeah, Helen Mirren as a fucking prostitute. You can say, well, you can't really say a prostitute, but you can say a woman that loves to get it on in the movie. Yeah. And she said it's not one of her best roles. Don't know why, because she was really good in it. That's all I'll say. So, number 7. I've actually done a made-for-TV movie, and it is one of my favourites. Directed by Toby Hooper, starring David Soul and Julie Cobb. You guessed it. It's Salem's Lot. One of the most amazing vampire made-for-TV movies. And it does kind of still scare the shit out of me. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, so number 6 is directed by Giulio Berruti. Yeah. We're getting back into my shameless releasings. So, yeah. And I've gone with Killer Nun, which stars Anita Ekberg. A phenomenal actress. So, yeah. Love it in that. So, number 5. I wouldn't say this is one of, but it was like one of the first, but not the first, but one of the first horror movies I've ever watched in my life. So it does resonate with me for a bit, but I do like it. It is Don't Go in the House, directed by Joseph Ellison, starring Joanna Bruchet, Bill Ricci and Dan Grimaldi as Donnie. Yeah, evil Donnie. And I don't mean Donnie Darko, I mean Donnie is a guy, he's a little bit crazy and just basically, he brings dates back and he puts them in this chamber and like ties them up and basically tortures them. Yeah, you get that sort of film. So number 4, I cannot stop talking about this movie and people don't like it. So I don't know why you don't like it, but to me it's funny, it's camp, it's delightful. It stars literally like it's joint top with like Linda Blair as my favourite actress of all time, and that's Yvonne Di Carlo in Nocturne, granddaughter of Dracula. But it also stars John Carradine and Nye Burnett. I know, and Nye Burnett's in this, directed by Harry Hurwitz. Oh my god, I don't even have to go into this. All I'll say is you need to watch it and you'll realise how funny it is and not scary. And it doesn't bring across as a scary movie or frightening as like a vampire type movie, but it's just one of those, I will say the word cheese-tastic. Just that's what it brings to mind. So from one vampire movie to another, number 3 is Nosferatu the Vampire, which is my favourite of the 2 Nosferatu movies, even though the 22 version is always close to my heart. The 79 just edges it out for me. Starring Klaus Kinski, yep, him, and Isabel Adjani, directed by Werner Herzog. So, yeah, number 2. And number 2 and number 1 kind of always going to be tied, but when you're doing a list like this, you have to separate 2 and 1. So, number 2 is directed by, and done the score for it, it's Don Coscarelli. Yeah, it's one of those tongue twister of a director. So Don Coscarelli. Yeah, I know, Italian coming out of me, you know. Yep, it is of course Phantasm, starring the late great Angus Scrimm, Reggie Bannister, Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornbury. There was a great cast in this. So now we're finishing off number 1, my favourite movie of 1979, and literally one of my favourite horror movies of all time. You know me, I love this director. This literally is probably my favourite director. I think he is. Or he's number 2. He's somewhere around. Yep, it's Lucio Fulci. We have to have him as a number 1, obviously. It is Zombie 2, but we call it Zombie Flesh Eaters. It stars Ian McCulloch and Tessa Farrow and the amazing Stefano D'Amario. So, wow, tongue twister. So let's get back to me list, and I'll say this as slow as I can. 10, Mad Max. 9, The Warriors. 8, Caligula. 7, Salem's Lot. 6, The Killer Nun. 5, Don't Go in the House. 4, Nocturne, granddaughter of Dracula. Number 3, Nosferatu the Vampire. 2, Phantasm. And number 1, numero uno, Zombie 2. I forgot to say that. Zombie 2, which is Zombie 2, aka Zombie Flesh Eaters. So, yeah, this is 1979 done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yes, we will see you for 1988. I'll see you soon. Ciao.